So what are we going to cover today? So first of all, we're going to talk about the regulatory framework that COLPs operate under. Then we will talk about the responsibilities of the COLP. Then we will talk about who should become the COLP. So this is about choosing the right person to create a culture of openness. We will go through the key elements of the codes and SRA principles. Now, we won't do that in any great depth because we don't have time to do that in a 1 hour-ish webinar, but we'll have a very high level overview. We'll then talk about compliance systems and what they are and what all firms should have. So this is particularly important if you are a new COLP and you're not quite sure what should we have in place in our firm. We will then talk through reporting obligations and what is serious. So what the SRA considered to be serious, so such that it should be reported to them. And to do that, we'll go through the SRA's enforcement strategy, and also I'll talk you through how to make a report to the SRA. This is by far the biggest key role really of a COLP, is when you have a scenario coming to you and you've got to decide, do I need to make a report? We will talk about record keeping to include non-material breaches and how you might do that and hopefully do it well. We will also reference very briefly personal liability, what that looks like and how you might cover yourself. This goes for COFRs as well as MLROs and MLCOs. How to go about keeping up to date with regulatory changes and guidance, because there is so much going on all the time. How you might tackle compliance with a good plan to include how to assess risk registered and file reviewing. So particularly again, if you're new to being the COLP in your firm, this might be a good part for you. Or if you've already been in your firm for a while as the COLP or supporting the COLP in a risk function, for example, then this is a good sort of aid memoir of how you might approach it. We will then go through very quickly a high-level list of legal and regulatory compliance areas that you must be on top of, to include, of course, AML transparency rules and lots more. So first of all, then, the regulatory framework. What is the regulatory framework